All right, today on the show.
Oh, I ain't doing anything. I ain't doing anything till I get some fucking hot chocolate and some pecan pie.
This is Reindeer Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, please notice that exits are conveniently located at the front and rear of this auditorium. When leaving the theater, we suggest that the exit at the front of the auditorium will allow you easier access to the parking areas. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Field.
I'm Mike Butler.
And this is Forgotten Cinema. Each episode, we highlight a film that, for a variety of reasons, was forgotten by audiences. Whether it be a more popular movie was released at the same time, or maybe the film simply didn't catch on with an audience in its initial run. We'll discuss what we love about the movie, or perhaps don't love about it, but we always recommend you revisit it. You never know, you might find your own forgotten gem. If you like Forgotten Cinema or mildly tolerate us, we want to hear from you. We are on all the social platforms. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. Reach out and touch someone and contact with us, and we will talk to you and we will talk movies because we love talking movies.
This is going off the rails.
Not at all. I'm just expounding. We have a backlog of over 300 episodes for your listening pleasure. What's up? Notice anything different?
Did you change your hair?
I didn't. No, I actually had a huge beard and I had to shave it.
Did you?
No, yes. No, for our audience out there, I tore my ACL. Yay! Actually, yeah, I retore it. I tore it like 10 years ago. Tore it again. Tore some meniscus. So I had surgery last week. So we didn't record last week. So we're recording today, but I still have to keep this stupid leg up. So
yeah, if he's in a weird position.
If I look stupid and I look weird, it's because I'm injured and I apologize for being, less than.
If he looks stupid, it's because he is stupid.
Whoa. So what's going on, Mike?
Oh, nothing much. As you know, I just got out of the joint. I did a 5-year stint for Grand Theft Auto.
Yep.
The game. I don't know why I went to prison for it, but that's what happened.
Which version? 2, 3?
I'm partial to Vice City. I like that noir. 80s. I like that 80s vibe. So I got sent there. I got out. Mm-hmm. And me and my best friend. Oh my God! See, this is why I have the castle set. Tommy,
Nick. He's not your best friend. He's your cellmate.
Doesn't he call him my best friend at the beginning?
Yeah, because they're best friends in jail.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. That can't possibly. Anyway, this is going off the rails too. So. Me and my buddy Nick, who's a cellmate, he keeps going off about this girl he met at the pen pal program in the prison. He's in love with her. She's in love with him.
Remember pen pals?
Whatever. I just want to go back to my family's house for Christmas. I just want some turkey, some cranberries with the real cranberry bits in it. Even though actually technically I prefer the chili cranberries, but that's just myself.
You prefer the canned ones?
I prefer the chili canned ones.
I prefer neither cranberries because they stink.
Oh,
right? You heard me. Boo.
Damn.
Cranberries stink.
Anyway, I want all that, but then my buddy Nick takes a shiv for me in prison, and
takes a shit.
For some reason I don't question the fact that just one little 1-inch cut kills him in the side, but whatever. He's quote unquote dead.
Mm-hmm. Quote unquote.
So I get released from prison. I see his girl there waiting for him. I feel bad. I go over, and you know how I comfort her? I tell her I am Nick so that I can bone her.
Whoa.
And then her brother comes out and out of nowhere and threatens me to rob a casino that I used to work with as a security guard 5 years ago. And so now I'm forced to help them rob this casino that apparently I was my fake best friend's job 5 years ago, and try to teach them how to rob a bank or a casino, even though they've never actually robbed a place
tomahawk.
before. Robbing the tomahawk and trying to get them to the powwow safe because that's where the real money is.
Yes, the tomahawk has the terrible front, but it's a nice inside.
It is twice as big on the inside.
It's a TARDIS.
It's like that.
All right. Yeah. So we are doing Reindeer Games. Let's get to the facts, and then we'll get into our movie discussion. Reindeer Games is a runtime of 104 minutes. It's rated R. Production budget of $42 million. It came out on February 25th, 2000. So it just missed the 1999 release date, which is actually, it was scheduled to come out in November of 1999. But they pushed it because of poor test screenings, which we will get into. Opening weekend, it did $8 million, domestic 23, international 9, for a worldwide total of $32 million. It was produced by Dimension Films and Marty Katz Productions, and it was distributed by Dimension Films. So it came out on the 25th of February. Let's go back a week to the 18th, where you had wide releases of The Whole Nine Yards, Hanging Up, Pitch Black,
a movie we did,
and Boiler Room. Whole Nine Yards is good. Fun.
I like A Whole Nine Yards.
Yeah.
I also like Pitch Black. I also remember liking Boiler Room, but I have been wanting to go back and rewatch it to see if I did like it or I just liked sarcastic assholes back when I was a teenager and been like, that's cool.
You don't like them now?
No, I hate those kind of people now.
You
I mean, sarcastic assholes, yes, but finance bros and tech
Fin bros?
Yeah.
I know some of them. So now, the 23rd, the Wednesday before this film came out, you had a wide release of Wonder Boys, which is an upcoming episode this season for us. On the 25th, this movie went up against no wide releases. It was a solo movie, the only wide release.
What day in February?
25th.
That kind of makes sense. You want to push everything for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but also Wonder Boys came out the 23rd. So technically, I guess it would have gone up against Wonder Boys since it came out on the Wednesday.
President's Day. Is that why it's a different day?
Is it President's Day weekend that weekend?
Isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
The week after, March 3rd, you had What Planet Are You From? The Next Best Thing, Drowning Mona, and My Dog Skip, and a limited release of Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai.
Did we do Drowning Mona?
No.
Okay.
We didn't know those films. This movie is directed by John Frankenheimer. He's done the original Manchurian Candidate, the Dr. Moreau, Ronin for, I guess that's the 90s one, right? Ronin was before, was it after? I thought always thought Ronin was in the 90s, but no.
Ronin is in the 90s.
Was it?
I'm
Okay.
almost positive, yeah.
Written by Aaron Kruger, who was nominated for an Oscar for Top Gun Maverick. He's also written Arlington Road and The Ring. Cinematographer was Alan Caso, who's done episodes for 6 Feet Under and Trauma, both obviously TV shows. Composer was Alan Silvestri, who got hired like a month before production or something like that.
Is that why the soundtrack doesn't match the movie at
Perhaps. He was nominated for 2 Oscars, Forrest Gump and The Polar Express. Edited by Anthony Gibbs and Michael Kahn. Gibbs did the 1975 Rollerball and Fiddler on the Roof. Kahn has been nominated for 8 movies, Academy Awards. He's won 3, one of those being Raiders, Schindler's List, and then Saving Private Ryan. Our cast, Ben Affleck as Rudy Duncan. Rudy from Gone Girl, Chasing Amy. He's also in the Accountant series.
Movie we did for our lead-up series and our now showing series.
Correct. James Frain as Nick Cassidy. TV show Tutors, Star Trek Discovery. He's also in Tron Legacy.
A movie we did
for
our lead-up.
Charlize Theron as Ashley, the woman that Rudy falls in love with, that she thinks is Dick, the one that Butler was talking about.
Yep.
She has won an Oscar for Monster. She's also been nominated for North Country and Bombshell. Gary Sinise.
And she's in Atomic Blonde, which is a movie we did.
Did we?
Yep.
We did. Gary Sinise as Gabriel, Ashley's brother and the bad guy. Nominated for Oscar for Forrest Gump, obviously. Lieutenant Dan, Apollo 13. He's also in CSI New York.
And Ransom, a movie we did.
There you go. Donald Logue as Pug. These are the guys that are in the gang. From Blade, The Patriot, The Tao of Steve. Clarence Williams III as Merlin from The Butler, The General's Daughter. Danny Trejo as Jumpy from Machete, and from Dusk Till Dawn.
And The Mexican, which is a movie we
did.
No, not The Mexican. Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
We did that one?
We did it I think, With the Pint.
Okay. Well, that doesn't count.
Sometimes I can't remember if we
He's
did
also in
them
Con Air. He plays Johnny Venti Trace. Dennis Farina as Jimmy Bangs, our casino owner from Get Shorty, Snatch, and Manhunter.
And the wine movie.
Oh, Bottle Shock.
Bottle Shock. A movie we did a couple seasons ago.
Yes, indeed. And then Ashton Kutcher's in there for a hot second.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Those are the facts. Yeah. So Mike. You had seen this before. Butler. You had seen this movie before. You watched it when you were very younger. This is 2000. So you are 13, 14. You actually saw it.
I saw it
at that age.
I saw it on like Cinemax or HBO.
Okay.
So I did not see it right when it came out. But I probably saw it when I was 14. I would say probably.
I saw this in theaters. Obviously, this was during when I was at the theater working. So it was one of those. I see Reindeer Games. I mean, there was some hype, because it's Affleck. He's ascending.
Yep.
It's an action film. It looked at an interesting premise. We got.
I mean, I told you off air, there were 2 things I remembered about this movie. The Santa Claus heist angle and Charlize Theron in a pool. And
why?
This is why I watched it when I was younger. Obviously.
She gets nude.
Yeah.
She gets naked. That's why.
A couple times.
It might not be her. It could be a bottle double, but no, it's her. But yes, she gets her. Yes.
Back in the day, she did not mind getting naked for films.
That's fine. Whatever. It's her prerogative.
She's not American, so she doesn't have the shame that we held.
Oh, stop.
Americans got to have a shame.
That's not what this show's about.
So I remember liking it, but again, it could have been for the boobies. But also because I think it's just got action and it's just like, oh, he's going up against. Watching it as an adult, there's some stuff I like. I don't not like this movie.
Okay.
But I also don't like this movie.
Okay.
But I feel like there's a really good movie in here. Like, I feel like if you told me that this was based on a novel,
Mhm.
I would be like, I believe that. And then this is the movie version we got, and it's just kind of messed up. I
Right.
believe there's a character there in Rudy that I could follow on other adventures. His life is just kind of messed up, and he just gets caught in these different situations. But there's so many different, like him trying to escape constantly and getting caught, and just it's over and over and over. And the ineptitude of the bad guys, while interesting because you don't often see bad guys that terrible at their jobs,
Right.
unless it's a comedy, just goes a little too far. And how much they don't actually need, their plan doesn't hinge on him at all. It's just a quick smash and grab.
Right.
And of course, the twists. It's that classic, I've talked about ever since that Rick and Morty episode came out where they make fun of the twists in heist movies.
Yeah.
I can't not see it anymore. And there are like 8 twists in this movie that are just absolutely stupid. So I like this movie. It was entertaining. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the performances. I still enjoy the boobies, but and I like that modern neo. We talk about. I think both of us really dig like neo noir kind of films. Like
it's definitely got that early 2000s look where it's like close ups and there's a couple
and nights lit
there's
really
a couple
well.
split diopter shots and there's just like
There are a couple diopters.
close ups and they're tilted and you're just kind of like in and I don't necessarily know if that's Frankenheimer's style, or that he is just mimicking, or he's just, his style is being enhanced by 2000s style. We
Right.
talk about this in
That dimension film style.
Yeah, Gone
Yeah.
60 Seconds type stuff. So,
And it's got like a lot of what is it, Red River West or whatever?
you talking about Red
One of the first
Red Rock River?
Red Rock River.
No, that's not right.
Nope.
Red Rock West. That's
Red
what
Rock
it is.
West. Yeah. It's got a lot of those vibes, but just not as good. But like that kind of like guy get caught in a weird situation, getting double crossed by that femme fatale, but it
Well,
still
that's
takes place in modern
classic.
times.
That's a classic.
It really makes
trope.
it neo noir kind of, but
Sure.
like heavy on the noir, which I really like. I don't know what you feel
I think that
about this movie. I don't remember who put this on the list. I think I chose it, but I don't remember who put it on the big list.
It's definitely messy with its storytelling, because there are, and I can pinpoint a couple moments. There are a couple moments where in the movie that you know what they're trying to do, but they missed the moment. So for instance, I don't like the voiceover, which I never do, obviously. And it opens up with Ben Affleck talking and I'm just like, oh, voiceover. No.
I only don't like the voiceover because it's too sporadic.
Sure.
And it's not actually telling the story.
Right.
If it's like, I get that you want it because it's a noir, but he's not telling me the case. He's not giving me case files.
Yeah.
It's got to be like Captain's Log, like almost like Star Trek Captain's Log. You got to catch me up with the story.
It felt like we need this. Let's do this 6 months after we record.
Oh, Blade Runner style, Harrison Ford.
Can you come in
Runner
and redo this? Well, I guess there's a director's cut. There's like 20 minutes of stuff they cut. This had poor test screenings because people didn't like it, so they cut stuff from that. So it wasn't doing well to begin with. So it's like it was put together. But the what I was trying to talk about was it opens up and you see the aftermath of what happened.
Yep.
You see all the dead Santas and all that stuff. And I don't that okay, that's fine. But in the movie, as the movie goes on and they're in the trailer, there's like, they're talking about the plan. Like, what's the plan? They're in the back of the tractor trailer. What's the plan? You can't just walk in there. You're going to all dress up as cowboys. No, we got a plan. And it's like this big reveal of the Santa suits. It's like, well, that's not a reveal because we already know that you go in as Santas. And obviously in the trailer, we probably already do, but let's pretend a movie's made independently of a trailer. The trailer's designed to get you hyped up for the movie.
Right.
But in the movie itself, don't make the Santa Claus costume reveal a reveal because we already know. So it doesn't, there's no impact there for me. And so in terms of like messy storytelling, I feel like what you did in the opening kind of counterbalance doesn't do well for what you did in the movie later on.
That's interesting because I had a similar opinion, but I think I came at it from a different approach.
Okay.
By seeing them dead at the beginning and then showing off, oh, we're going to be in these Santa outfits, you ruin the ending of the movie. I know everyone's dead.
You know everyone's dead.
And I figure Affleck can't be dead because he's doing the voiceover.
He can't be dead. He's doing the voiceover. And also he's laying down and there's no blood around him. So clearly he's still whatever.
But I was just like, why would you show them all dead? Because now I know And like all in different positions. It's just like, I kind of know what happens to everybody now.
But even when they die in when they have the scene, the tomahawk scene, which is a good scene in terms of the action and the gun violence, especially with Dennis Farina, some of them just die off. They just get hit and you never see them again like that. Not that they essentially die off frame.
When Donald Logue dies, I was like, wait, what? Well, who just died? I was like, what just
really
happened?
Fast.
Yeah.
It was really fast. And the other moment too, when I'm talking about messy storytelling, is the reveal that Ashley is, Gabriel's not Ashley's brother. They're lovers. She is playing Rudy / Nick, like this whole thing. Like this is all part of the design. That twist. Yeah. But that twist, they kind of reveal it in the pool, like that scene in the pool. Yeah. But it's just so matter of fact. Like there's no turn. There's no because there's no just emotional turn in her face. She's just in there like, hey, and you're like, what? So there's nothing like that. And then Rudy comes in and he overhears her. That's when Rudy learns that Ashley is not on his side. She's part of the problem. Is when we should learn. We should learn with Rudy in that moment so that we feel betrayed as he feels betrayed. But that comes 5 minutes earlier when we already know that Ashley is the betrayer. And we're just like, wow. So the impact of Rudy hearing it doesn't hit on us because we're like, yeah, dude, you're stupid. Like,
I thought he hears them talking. Then he looks at him in the pool.
No, the pool. She reveals herself in the pool scene before Rudy goes in.
Really?
Yes. They make out when he's there, but she reveals herself to
she's talking. Yeah.
She basically, that she's not good.
Oh, I thought he was hearing it.
No, you hear it first, then he comes in, then you hear more of the scene, but you already know that she's not with him.
I will say that the reveal is kind of lame because they don't build up Rudy, and as soon as the whole gang comes in, Rudy automatically doesn't like her. He thinks it's a setup.
Well, there's a big quick turn.
And there's like, oh, you saved me. Why'd you say it? Like, but I don't believe.
We don't know.
I don't believe anything.
We don't know Rudy. We don't know Rudy at all to the point of except the voiceover. We don't know the type of person he is.
He's a bad person.
Right. But we don't know the whole thing at the, we're supposed to take from that you joked about how all I want to do is go home to my town. It's
right.
That's all we know of Rudy. And from that, we're supposed to understand the stuff that he does within the film and also his ending when he's just giving away money. We don't know this. I don't know any of this. What he's doing at the end, there is no kind of, that makes sense because that's the kind of guy Rudy is. No, it doesn't. It makes no sense that he would do that.
There's the setup of him just wanting to go home and have his pecan pie and his hot chocolate doesn't make sense because it's stupid to set that up. It's, he's a nice guy. When 5 minutes later, he's pretending to be his dead friend to sleep with a woman who doesn't know that the person, as far as he knows, the person that she loves is dead and murdered. That's a bad person.
Yeah.
So we're told he's a nice guy, but he's not a nice guy because then he does that immediately.
Yeah.
So it's not even that we don't really get to know him. It's that we get to know that he's unreliable and he's not he's a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's definitely some, like I said, there's some messiness to the script. There's messiness to character development, and whether that comes about because they're editing it at the end and they're having those poor test screenings and they're trying to make up for that fact, or it just happens when they're working through a script. Because a lot of these big movies or this type of film where you have a star like Ben Affleck who is coming off Armageddon, he's huge, he's hot, and he can pull some weight. So you're given and Gary Sinise is big too. You're given some leeway when you go to Frankenheimer or something like that and be like, hey, I think we should be doing this. So when you start changing the script up as you go, it's very easy to kind of lose your way and not realize that the script is written a certain way because it's supposed to work. It's telling a story.
Right.
And when you start messing with it, sometimes you mess with that story inadvertently. You may be thinking you're doing something that's really good for the character, but you might be screwing up something that's already set up in the script, and it's tough. It's a very difficult. That's why it's very hard to make a great film unless you have a really iron-fisted control over the script. Right. What I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you have that vision, and so to maybe Frankenheimer didn't have such a strong vision that maybe another director would, or in terms of this film. But yeah, I think there's a lot of little things that, with all good intention, I'm sure, go into why this film is just messy. Like that's my best description. This film is messy. And I agree with you. There are stuff in the film that I like. There are some like the line I did in the beginning of this thing when I talk about the hot chocolate pecan pie. Like
right.
That line does not. It's gross. Like it's funny. I get it, but it makes no sense in the concept of the film because that's just so we're getting to the diner scene, so we can just get to the diner scene to have this exposition dump.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I don't. And to your point about Rudy and Affleck just getting upset, like that, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's just very. It doesn't fit with the movie. It's a great line. It's in the trailer, I think, and I get it. Everyone quotes it, but like it just doesn't fit in the movie. So it's tough for me to kind of be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's just so many inconsistencies with character. It's not just Rudy too. Even what's her real name? Molly? Ashley is her fake name, but isn't it Molly?
Oh, I don't know.
Bobeck or some stupid name?
Missy Bobeck.
Missy. Ashley / Missy, Charlize Theron's character. Like she's acting all nice, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they're shooting toward her, and yeah, I know Gary Sinise was like, "Oh, baby, I was heartbroken. I had to do that." But no, he's shooting at her. They're like holding hands and really close, Ben Affleck and Charlize Theron, when they're running across the ice. Then she falls in the ice. And before that, he's going to run over Rudy. He's going to hit him with his car.
Mm-hmm.
And she screams, no, and tries to, why?
Yeah.
Why? She doesn't have to put on the act there.
Well, he doesn't know
to put on.
But he doesn't know that she's
actually with Tommy or Nick or whatever.
Nick.
Yeah. I know that.
Yeah.
But they don't really, they don't need Rudy for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. The whole thing, Rudy doesn't know the layout of the casino. He doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't do anything during the entire robbery other than tackle the old guy and make a diversion, which any of them could have done. They could have gotten through the entire robbery without him, and they have no plan. Their plan is nothing. And even then, their plan that they don't even have fails, and it ends up having to be Missy driving through the casino with her car.
There is no plan. Like even like the casino itself. You walk, nobody's in the casino. Nobody's there.
Yeah, it's the world's most empty casino.
So why are we assuming that this casino is loaded with money if the place isn't busy? So it's not the busiest night in the world.
Yeah.
And Santas just keep coming in. That's suspicious. Like, so now,
remember that story from 5 years ago where the place was dead empty and five suspicious drunk Santa Clauses start making a mess?
So you talk about the ineptitude of the criminals. How about the ineptitude of the casino?
Yeah.
There's no set. Like they come in, they don't get it, and there's nobody there. Oh, it's gonna be the biggest score. This is like a bad Ocean's movie. This is like Ocean's 1, and like it's not like it's just like it's like a bunch of kids got together and it's like we can do Ocean's 12. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have enough people to fill a casino. Oh, it's okay. We'll figure that out. So it's. In that regard, and that pains me to say that because it is a good action scene when Dennis Farina's up on top, like "Welcome to the Tomahawk," and he's like shooting them with two guns. That's great. That line works within the moment of the scene. You know, the line "Don't play your reindeer games with me" is boring and annoying, and like I can't stand that line because I was like, "We said the title."
I said the same shout at the screen. I was like, "That's
don't play your reindeer games with me." Ugh. Anyways, so yeah, it just there's a lot of stuff missing, and I want to love this film. I can't because of all that stuff.
It's an easy film to like while you're watching, like enjoy and like watch, and at the same time throw your hands up at the screen and just shake your head like what?
Stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Like it's such a, I know you didn't really like Four Brothers, but it's got similar Four Brothers vibes where it's just like, it's a sleek early 2000s heist film. It's got some stuff that you like going for it, but it doesn't make any sense. And there's so many just like things that characters are doing that are so not something anyone could do in the real world and get away with it. Like even Ben Affleck, his belligerent Santa Claus, he would have been told to get out 2 seconds into like, you're harassing the only real customer that's in the building. Get out.
Just go back to the whole plot. Like Nick's like, I always wanted to rob that place every time I worked there. Well, why? You still could have. You didn't need to. You could have just hid as a Santa. You know what I mean? You don't need to try to get do this elaborate thing to trick, your cellmate to do it for you because you just don't want to do it because you just don't want to do the work. Like it's. Oh.
So I got into a cell and I convinced this guy who did Grand Theft Auto to steal money. That was always my plan. It's like your plan's very convoluted.
It is. It is.
You could have just gotten the morons to do it themselves. You didn't. We need 5 Santas. No, you don't. You don't. You really don't.
So this film, one of the things I want to talk about is where this film sits in Affleck's filmography. Like I talked about Armageddon. I said 99. It came out 98.
Right.
You had obviously he's ascending. He's in Armageddon. He's in Shakespeare in Love. Good Will Hunting's the year before.
I was gonna say Good Will's got to be before that.
Then this one comes out. This is 2000, and then after you got Pearl Harbor, which is okay. It's
I like Pearl Harbor. Yeah,
it's long and it's okay.
But that was really hyped.
You had that, but then you had Geely. You had Daredevil. You started having movies that were not as good. So
that's
this
where
is not the. I don't want to say the beginning of the end, but this is kind of where some of the choices weren't really clear cut. I mean, I get why. I like Charlize Theron had that quote comment where she's like, she did not proud of this film. It's a dumb movie, but she did it because she wanted to work with John Frankenheimer, which I get because that's why she.
Plus,
she
this
did
is also when she was kind of coming up too. This is a few years after Devil's Advocate.
She is. I have it here because I wrote it in here. Yes, Devil's Advocate, The Cider House Rules. That's where she first. That's what kind of like made her where she came. But then after her big break comes 3 years after this because she wins the Oscar for Monster, and then that's kind of like when she starts doing a lot of serious stuff and whatnot. But no, totally. It's a movie they did, and it's a movie that kind of, like we said, it's like I think to your point, you watch it, you flip it off, you're like, oh, that was stupid. But like you probably had some fun in that movie, and
I enjoyed watching it. Yeah. It's a movie where you realize you realize the holes while they're happening, but then you really realize the holes.
But does that mean that are we saying that it's just short of being so bad it's good kind of thing?
No, I think it's short of being good. Like I said, I think there's a good movie in here. I think you might be right though. You throw in a few very quotable, more awful lines, a few more of those.
Yeah.
It could be something. If the goons were a little goofier and a little funny, like Danny Trejo, I said off air, little whatever his name is in the stupid movie. What's his name?
In this?
Yeah. What?
Jumpy.
That's right.
Because it's racist. I guarantee you it's because they're saying Mexican.
Jumpy Bean. Yeah. But his line about Christmas too, where he's like, boost the economy. 75% of sales are done, or 50% of sales are done at Christmas time.
Yeah. For
the holiday season at retail markets. It would say to me that to stimulate the national economy, if we created, let's say, a holiday, Christmas too, around June or July, we could double the annual fiscal.
Monetize the fourth, baby.
I'm just like, wow, that's like an enlightened line, but it's like it's a really fun line coming from like a goon who's reading like, ever since you've been going to night school, you've been really pissing me off. Like that's a really good line. If they had more lines like that, like a few more Die Hard type lines where it's like the villains, yes, they're terrible people, but they're kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I think that would really work.
Yeah.
And I think that would put it in so bad it's good territory, and that, it's ridiculous, but there's so many good lines. It's really like fun. But also I could see you making a better film, like a more noir film, a film where you want to follow this character, a film where you want a sequel that doesn't have to be holiday themed, obviously, but where Rudy gets into another pickle in another state or another situation, it's just like,
here we go again.
Yeah, I can't get out of this life, and that life keeps dragging him in, and he's like a cool anti-hero kind of guy that you want to follow. But that's not the movie we got, because obviously his choices make no sense. I don't know if Rudy's choices don't make sense. The choices in the film don't make sense for Rudy. I think Rudy. I guess some of Rudy's choices don't make sense because he constantly has a chance to escape, and he doesn't really fully utilize those chances.
Yeah, that one chance where he hops out of the hotel room and gets the knife from the truck.
Yeah, just run, just go, just keep going.
I don't know why he's back. It's not for. I mean, is it for Ashley? And then he can't. And then he gets back into he goes back into the hotel, and then he's trying to leave again. Like, why did you go back into the hotel? Just leave.
Yeah, so he's got to go back in the room because they're going to check on it. Mm-hmm. It's like that was the perfect opportunity to run away and leave.
Yeah,
and the casino, his escape from the casino was really dumb too.
Well, that's the other. That was another reveal that I thought was ridiculous. Where she shows up, or I don't know, he comes out and no one's there, and then she shows up, and it's like, what is this? Wow, how did you all get to this point? And yeah, agreed.
Like, give $100 for this jacket. I'm gonna give you my clothes. Yeah. Like, why isn't it $120? Let's go for a ride. Can you take me home?
I don't know.
Drive me to the next town. They'll never find him because his name's not Nick.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's just come on. Like, if they captured him and he was Rudy and they knew he was Rudy and they're just using Rudy, then fine. We'll keep where you live. You have family. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to hurt. You do like a Philip Seymour Hoffman, a Mission Impossible 3 thing, but like, no one knows who he is. If he's in the next town, they will never find him again.
Yeah.
Or at that point, the real Nick would probably go, screw it, whatever.
Yeah. Do you get the reference to him being Rudy and him being Nick, Rudolph, Saint Nick?
I didn't.
The sex scene that they have was all improvised. It was John. Did you read that note?
I could see that.
It was Frankenheimer telling it was them two, and then 2 Steadicam operators, and Frankenheimer was like, just follow them around, do whatever they're going to do, just follow them, and that's how that scene came about.
So you're saying there was no intimacy coordinator during this?
Not back then.
I mean, it's a fun scene. I mean, they just kind of go at it and they flop around. I mean, it's super unrealistic. Kind of like when in the original Roadhouse, when Patrick Swayze slams her against the iron.
You like these bricks? Yeah, no.
When they're like flopping off the bed and hitting into walls, it's like that's classic, like 90s, 2000s.
Or like History of Violence when they start having the love scene on the stairs.
On the stairs, yeah.
But that was.
Ow! Oh, can you just move? Oh,
but that's a great note from Cronenberg when he's like talking about telling the stunt guy to, can we put like padding on these stairs? Yeah. He's like, what? We can't do that. Like, yeah. So yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'll give you some quotes. So Ebert from Critic Reviews, Ebert says, quote, Reindeer Games is the first all talking killer picture. After the setup, it consists mostly of characters explaining their actions to one another.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong.
Lou Lemonick from the New York Post says, quote, about as appealing as leftover Christmas fruitcake. I would say that it's about as appealing as fruitcake in general, not leftover. I
don't know if I've actually ever had fruitcake. I know. The consensus is it's not.
I've had like a slice, and I think I was in my head as I'm thinking like, yep, it's just exactly as I thought it would be. Pass. Destin Thompson from the Washington Post says, Reindeer Games is basically a test of your ability to accept a slush pile of implausible twisteroos and Tarantino-style conceits.
Yeah, that's actually pretty straight on. Yeah. I mean, I think he thinks less of it than I do. Like, I don't think he had a decent time watching it.
Yeah.
But I think that's the most accurate review.
All right, then I will not give you the next one.
Go ahead.
Todd McCarthy from Variety, quote, this is one of those movies in which an otherwise ruthless villain repeatedly spares the life of the hero for no reason other than that the hero has the moral high ground.
Yeah. Although I don't think Nick / Rudy has a moral high ground. I don't think he has any morals.
Well, Rudy stays alive because of plot.
Yeah.
Rudy / Nick stays alive because of plot.
They constantly don't kill him.
Yeah.
I kept thinking that the whole time. When they take him out of the truck and they walk him 30 feet out, I'm just like, why are you even walking him?
Yeah.
You're already in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Just you're doing this to give him time to say, oh, never mind. Hold on. Let's go back.
Right.
To shoot him.
So then why is it forgotten? No. Because who would you recommend it to? It's been a while.
I would recommend this to anybody who likes a good heist film. Anybody who's like, if your favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard.
Would you say that this is a Christmas movie then?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. I would definitely be like, yeah, if you like Die Hard, if you're just looking for another adult movie for Christmas, it's not like, oh, schmaltzy Christmas movie, and you're just like, but I really want to keep it in the spirit. Watch Reindeer Games, but follow it up with Die Hard. But no, I would recommend it to anybody who likes those kind of movies, a heist movie, to watch around the holidays. It's not something.
It's not really a good heist film, though. Yeah, but
it's not a good one.
But I hear you. Just watch Tower Heist.
Yeah,
which is even worse.
I don't think you need to. Obviously, don't watch it like every Christmas, but I think it's a decent watch if you haven't seen it in a while.
There's some family out there, Butler, that has a tradition now
of watching Reindeer Games
every Christmas, and you've just told them they stink.
You could, if you like, if you really enjoy it, if it's like something you really like, that's cool.
Let's talk about the atrocity of the fact that my straw has a hole in it now, and now we've reached the part.
Oh, they're really flimsy straws. I have a hole.
I've reached the part of the hole of the straw, and now I'm sucking up half of the coffee that's in here. Anyways, what were you saying?
But I think that I think people would like this film if they like Die Hard. If they like early 2000s films, that's something to watch in the holidays you haven't seen in a while.
Do you like Ben Affleck in Phantoms? He's the bomb in Phantoms.
Yeah, I mean, this is early Ben Affleck where he's got like this kind of charm.
He's still got that charm.
I really like Ben Affleck, but I think early Ben Affleck has that like, hey, and he's got that like goofy smile. And now Ben Affleck is like, I'm gonna kick your shit at you. And I also like that Ben Affleck. He's kind of grumpier, a little gruffer.
He's older.
Yeah. But I like both Ben Afflecks. I know your wife does not like Ben Affleck.
She's not a big fan. And I've
probably because of goofy young Ben Affleck.
This is what I tell her. I said, if we knew you outside of work, we would probably be good friends.
He seems awesome in interviews. I like the way
I'm a fan. Listen, they all can't be winners. You take a shot and make a movie that doesn't. They all can't be winners. It's fine. It's still a career that anybody else would love to have. So who cares?
Exactly.
Please.
But yeah, I think I'd recommend Reindeer Games to a bunch of people with the conceit of it's stupid, but it's fun to watch. It's a fun watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we were nitpicking it, but that's kind of like what the premise of the show is. But yeah, it's sometimes it's a movie. It's a movie probably you put on in the background if you're doing something else.
Yeah.
And then you stop when you get to certain scenes, like the tomahawk scene or the scene when he wants some, hot chocolate and pecan pie, that stuff. And yeah. So there are those trailer moments in there. So it's not, I mean, there are other movies that are simply just like this that we probably both love a little bit more. I think just because of the messiness of the story is kind of where it trips me up a little bit, but I'm not going to deny the fact that there are some fun moments in there. So, it's in modern filmmaking in terms of like action movies and like, there's no more gunfiring because it's all, digitally put in there for the safety of whatever, you wouldn't see it, you don't think this is on location. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is like you feel, I like the location of this. I like the feel of it.
You don't get those sets where they're like actually in the middle of the winter and it's like dirty and
like, it's not like there's they're not in a giant blue screen room and they've got just fake snow in the front of them. Like so it legit feels like they're there and I appreciate that. So, why is it forgotten?
I think because of everything we said about it, it's forgettable because there's a lot of elements that you're just like, a lot of suspension of disbelief, a lot of just what are we doing here? The fact that like you said, there's no real heist because it's just a smash and grab. It's just a robbery. And it's 5 minutes of the film. Like they said, it's a lot of people talking about doing something that they really spend no time doing at the end. And I think that kind of holds it back. The fact that you have a main character that you don't really, I think, connect with as well as you should be able to connect with him because you don't know who he is. A lot of the stuff we talked about the film, and there's other heist films out there. There's other action films in the 2000s. The fact that it came out in February and it was a Christmas film is absolutely ridiculous to me. Just hold it another year.
Well, see, that was what I was going to say was, Die Hard's, everyone's like, Die Hard's a Christmas film, Die Hard's a Christmas film, whatever. Die Hard's a great film because Die Hard came out in July of that year.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So it's so good that it probably was when it came back around in Christmas, everyone was saying, oh, it's a Christmas movie. But like a movie like Reindeer Games, which is not as good, is not as solid of a story. If it doesn't come out around the holiday, then it's going to get forgotten because like you said, it came out in February. So it's not till when the next Christmas season rolls around, people aren't being like Reindeer Games. Oh, that's such a good movie. And it's holiday themed. Let's watch it. So Reindeer Games, I would I would guess that if Reindeer Games actually came out in November or early December of the previous year, that I think it would have done a lot more money in the box office.
Yeah.
Because it was a holiday theme. So putting it in February was a mistake. I think it's not a strong enough film to get over that hump of the release date in February. So I think that was a disservice. And whatever they fixed and whatever they changed, I was trying to find the 20-minute version. It's on the Blu-ray or whatever.
I was gonna say you can buy the Blu-ray,
but I was like, that's not happening. So
apparently it was darker, grittier, sexier.
Fine.
Well, his original cut. Who knows if the director's cut really is the original cut?
I mean, if the director's cut was a significant improvement over this one, we would have heard about it more. Do you know what I mean? Like we would always hear like, oh, you need to see this cut. You need to see this
like
cut.
the Donner cut of Superman or Daredevil.
It would have grown in popularity in terms of like, you need to see the cut.
There would be people like screaming at articles talking about it. Yeah.
It makes it so much. So the fact that we don't hear that makes me think that it's just.
I can't see how even 20 more minutes would help clear up the plot holes.
No.
It's just, those scenes are in there. It's just, nothing can fix or explain those away.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's grittier and sexier, I mean, adding a little more action wouldn't hurt it.
Yeah.
But obviously adding a little more sexiness won't hurt it for like rewatches, but that it's past time.
Yeah.
That's not helping it. Only a little more action might help it, but that's about it.
Yeah. All right. Where can they find us?
You can find us at ForgottenCinemaPodcast.com or wherever you get your podcast. You're watching, listening to us right now. Why don't you go ahead and throw a little rating, a subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think of Reindeer Games. What's your favorite Christmas action movie? Other than Die Hard, obviously. I know there's probably a few. There's a few of them out there.
Well, not really action, like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah. Yeah. So action, like adult movie kind of, I guess.
What's the other one? What's the other? Any movie.
Like Lethal Weapon takes place in Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to say any movie that Shane Black is involved in. Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh my God, he does do a lot of Christmas
He does.
movies.
That's his thing. His theme is Christmas.
When does Nice Guys take place?
I
mean, it's California, so.
But the last scene in the movie when they're at the bar is during Christmas.
This guy. So yeah, let us know in the comments. And if you like Forgotten Cinema, we have a whole bunch of content. Not only do we do this show, but we've got our now showings where we do brand new episodes. We have our lead ups where we lead up when like a movie series sequel comes out. We'll look at the old ones. Like we're doing Knives Out right now in December, leading up to Wake Up Dead Man. We've got some Screams planned for you next year leading up to the new Scream release. So check those out. And if you want more content, we have our Look Back series on Patreon. We have exclusive merch discounts. We have a merch store for you to support the show. Just anything you can do to support Forgotten Cinema. Spread the word. That always helps the podcast grow.
I'm messing around over here.
As he messes around.
That's right. So then join us next week for, I believe this one comes out on Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to be doing the 2016 Christmas film, Why Him? Of course, a classic with Bryan Cranston and James Franco. So we'll be doing that next week. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm Mike Field.
I'm Mike Butler.
And this has been Forgotten Cinema.
Oh, somebody get me some goddamn hot chocolate.